Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel ERPZEN. In today's video, we will see what is multi-period accounting in Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable module. It means there can be some prepaid expenses and those are paid in advances like insurance, internet expenses, etc. And these are expenses by nature and we are paying these expenses for an entire year at once. If our reporting says all such prepaid expenses are allocated or prorated for the entire financial year, in such business scenario, we can use multi-period accounting. Let's take an example. We booked for internet expenses for the entire financial year in January, and when we do reporting, we are showing the entire expenses in one single month, and in other months we see less amounts of expenses. In those cases, what we can do is we can use this multi-period accounting functionality, and we can also call it as deferred expenses. That means we want to defer the expenses for multiple periods like this. Jan 1000, Feb 1000, March 1000, April 1000, May 1000, June 1000, July 1000, August 1000, September 1000, October 1000, November 1000, and December 1000. Like this, we can defer all the expenses. So every month we are moving the expenses from expense account to liability account, and when we pass the journal entry, we book it for 12,000. And this is liability for us, and overall asset position will be reduced, and here we are recognizing your expenses till you completed on monthly basis. There is no percentage that is going to be allocated, and it is a fixed amount every month it has to be allocated. And there are no configurations required. Multi-period accounting. Like this, you have to allocate all the expenses. Enter transaction with multi-period accounting date range. You have to specify the start and end dates. And then you have to submit post to ledger, that is create accounting process, and final entry created for initial entry. You can, after that, if it is successful, you can submit create multi-period accounting process to generate multi-period journal entries. If not, draft entry will be created for initial entry, and if yes, you can submit the create accounting process, and again the process will start, or else you have to resolve exceptions and all. So now let's see how we can do this. Go to payables, click on create invoice to create a new invoice. Yeah. Select your supplier, ERPZEN supplier, select your supplier, give multi-period. Now say, as per our example, $12,000. Now $12,000 and give the distribution. Here you have to give expense account, for which expense you want to prorate, like you want to defer all the expenses. I want to take telephone expenses. Select the record and click on OK. Yeah. For this, you need to allocate all the expenses. Now here in distribution reference tax, here you need to see multi-period accounting. For that, click on view, click on columns, click on multi-period accounting. Select these three options: start date, end date and accrual account. Say start date, end date and accrual account. Click on multi-period accounting hyperlink. It will take you to here. Now specify the start date. From which date it has to be started. From I wanted to prorate it for the entire this year. Now select 1st Jan to December 31st 2026. Now give the accrual account. It is nothing but from this account, this is the parking account. From this account, all the amount will be allocated. Now select accrual account. Yeah, accrued expense. Select accrued expense. Now say give product, location, future 1 and future 2. Say OK. We'll select again. It is so slow. Yeah, the account code combination is populated. Now make sure, now validate the invoice. Save the invoice and then validate the invoice. Now invoice is validated. Now post to ledger, create accounting entries. This is compulsory and it is a very crucial and critical step. You have to complete accounting entries. Now click on view accounting. You see, debit is deferred item expense debit, liability credit. Now click on done. At month end, generally we can run this multi-period accounting at any given particular point of time, but generally we will run at month end. Now save and close. And click on monitor process from recent items. In schedule new process, submit multi-period accounting. This is the job. Create multi-period accounting. Select the record and click on OK. OK. Now select your subledger application, payables. Select your ledger. Select the accounting period. For which period you want to run this? I want to run this for February. The accounting mode is final. Transfer to general ledger, post to general ledger, and all this fine. Click on submit button. I am fine with all the attributes and parameters. Click on submit. 4385. Yep. Yeah, it is running. It is running, still system is running. Yeah. Create multi-period accounting is successful, and it also generated a create multi-period accounting report, execution report. Select the record and click on default to document. See, it generated one item expense debit, item expense, and deferred item expense 2000. This is how you can check. And let's go into the original invoice and check what system has created the entries. Click on payables. Under quick actions, click on manage invoices. Now search for your invoice number, multi-period. Select the record and click on edit button. Now click on validated. Click on accounted. Here you can see first, this is the entry when we created the multi-period accounting invoice, deferred item expense debit, liability credit, and after when we run the create multi-period process, this is the entry, item expense debit, deferred item expense credit. And if you run for March, it will show another entry, item expense debit, deferred item expense credit. Like that you can prorate up until it is completed. Click on home. That's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to our channel ERPZEN for more Oracle Fusion tutorials. Drop your questions in the comment section. Until then, see you in the next video. Thank you. Thank you very much.